सब आप डीडी न्यूज़ के माध्यम से देखेंगे तो देखने वाली बात होगी उस संबोधन के जो की पॉइंटर्स है वो किस पर फोकस रहेंगे, जिसका जिक्र अशोक जी भी कर रहे थे।
बिल्कुल, आइए अगली खबर की ओर चलते हैं और अगली खबर भी इसी से जुड़ी हुई है। भारत और अमेरिका रक्षा क्षेत्र में सहयोग बढ़ाने की दिशा में आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। दोनों देश बाहरी हितधारकों के सहयोग से अमेरिकी और भारतीय स्टार्टअप के सम्मुख चुनौतियों का पता लगाने और उनका समाधान करेंगे। साथ ही दोनों देश डीप टेक रक्षा स्टार्टअप को बढ़ावा देने के लिए एक फंड के लिए सार्वजनिक निजी क्षेत्र की भागीदारी सहित अन्य विकल्प तलाशने का भी इरादा रखते हैं। इसी दिशा में भारत अमेरिका रक्षा त्वरण पारिस्थितिकी तंत्र इंडस एक्स लॉन्च किया गया। वॉशिंगटन डीसी में हमारे वरिष्ठ संवाददाता अजय मिश्रा ने रक्षा क्षेत्र के कुछ शानदार भारतीय स्टार्टअप, इनक्यूबेटर और सबसे बढ़कर iDEX के प्रमुख विवेक विरमानी से बातचीत की।
Indus X is a new initiative between great collaboration between India and US, and especially the startup ecosystem working in the defense field. We have with us such startups with us. There has been exhibition of Indian startups here. Sandeep Shah is with me, the first startup this evening. Sandeep, what are the solutions that you are currently working on, and how do you see the startup ecosystem in both the countries right now?
So we build at Optimize Electrotech, we are building AI-based imaging surveillance systems. These are useful for discovery of threat and acting upon the threat without intervention of human beings in between. It is usually beneficial for Indian Army as well as border security forces and police forces. What we could observe over here is that there are two opportunities that emerged. One is between startups and startups. There are lots of American startups also who would like to use data coming in from objects that we can build for them, the equipment that we can offer to them. And then there are the primes who came in and who suggested that they would like to invest in Indian startups, or they would like to work with the Indian startup ecosystem to enable them, which is us, to supply to the primes over here. I think that's a great encouragement that we saw.
Perfect. Not just the defense, there are deep technologies that the two nations are going to collaborate, and satellite making is one such big opportunities. We have with us Jairam, who is a satellite-based startup in Ahmedabad. Jairam, what's the focus and what are you looking for being at this Indus X this time around?
In Ahmedabad, with the facility, we try to mass manufacture these satellites, and we have a facility dedicated to make about 100 satellites a year. So with this, we want to give solutions to customers in terms of turnkey solutions or in terms of constellation solutions. We have the office here in the US, but at the point we are trying to understand what the customer requirements are in the US.
Tell us about the incubation center and how many startups have you helped so far?
Yeah, so we are from the incubator called T-Hub. We are the world's largest innovation campus. We have around 1,000 startups who can physically be present in our center. We support another 1,500 digitally or physically across the country. We provide multiple kinds of support. We believe that the US has a lot of opportunity to provide for our startups.
Now we turn to the man who is in charge of accelerating the defense startups ecosystem in the country. How has been the experience so far? Both the countries' startups coming together.
Within the last few months, we have worked hard with the US DoD to achieve what we had set out to. iDEX had been launched in 2018 by the Honorable Prime Minister with the aim to provide startups with a solid footing in the defense sector. And we had promised our startups that we'll give them good access to the services and ensure that they get procurement orders in a finite time. We were hoping that we'll be able to explore launch of some joint challenges with the US side. Launched a fact sheet of Indus X, which states what are the broad objectives.
The startup ecosystem, as we know, is the one of the largest in the world, but defense startups, especially through iDEX, is going to make a huge impact on the overall India-US defense ties. With camera person Mohit Joshi, Ajay Mishra, DD India, Washington DC.